if you can read today's objective aloud for us. Ruben, go ahead.
Today we will understand basic basketball vocabulary by incorporating multiple meaning words into our warm-up activity.
Very good. So we're going to do a bunch of different things today with this warm-up. You're going to be able to practice basketball skills. We're going to learn some basic vocabulary that has to do with basketball. And we're also going to practice an MSA activity by talking about and working with multiple meaning words. Does anybody know what a multiple meaning word is? Deja.
A multiple meaning word is the word spelled the same but different meaning.
Very good. It's a word that's spelled the same but can have different meanings. Okay? The way this activity is going to work, as you see around the gym, there's kind of different stations that have a ball and a dry erase board and a marker and a paper. I'm going to divide you into small groups. Your group's going to go to that ball wherever it is. Okay? There's some questions on the paper. They're kind of set up how they are on the way they are on the MSA test. I'm going to read a sentence. There's one word in that sentence that's in bold. That's our key word. That's the one we're going to be focusing on that has multiple meanings. Okay, so after that first sentence, there's two other sentences. What you and your group have to do is decide which answer uses that key word in the same meaning as the first sentence. Okay? And the way that you're going to show me what you think the answer is, you're going to take the dry erase board, write in big giant letters, either A or B, whichever one you and your group think is correct, big enough so that I can see it from across the gym. And then I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, show. And that's when you hold up the dry erase board for me to see. Okay? After that, if you got the answer correct, you score a point for your team. Okay? They're different color balls for different color groups, so I'll keep a tally of how many points your team has. So if you get the answer correct, you get a point for your team. Also, if you get the answer correct, one person from your group, and we'll take turns each question, but one person from your group will first have to dribble the ball to the, see this basketball on the wall? There's one here, and there's one on the other side of the gym. You have to dribble your ball to the basketball on the wall that's farthest away from your group and touch it. And then dribble your ball back to the foul shot line that's on the same side of the gym as you. That might be a little bit confusing, and I will review once you're in your groups of where to dribble, which basketball to touch, and which basket to stop at. Okay? So if you get it correct, you dribble to the basketball, you touch it, then you stop at the foul line that's closest to your group. Don't shoot yet. You need to wait here until all the other dribblers from your side of the gym get here. Then I'll say go, and you can start shooting at your basket. The first team to make a basket scores an extra point for their team, and I'll mark it on our scoreboard. Okay? You guys understand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to separate you into your groups. When you get there, please sit quietly, wait till everybody's settled, and I'll do a quick review before we start. 1, 2, 3, go to orange. 1, 2, 3, go to red. Selena, Jeremy, Chris, go to yellow. Nadira, Caitlin, and Deja go to green. Nicole, Prashant, Tim, go to purple. Chris and Austin.
And I have the basketball hoop.
All right, get settled, eyes right here. Shoot, sit down, please. Jeremy, Chris, Selena, remember, each question we do, a different person gauge. Each question we do, a different person should have the ball. Shouldn't be the same person dribbling and shooting every time. Okay? The purple team, purple, green, and yellow. If you get the question correct, point to the basketball you have to dribble to. This one over here. Now point to the basket you're going to shoot at. This one right here. Good. Red, orange, and blue. Point to the basketball you have to dribble to. Point to the basket you're going to shoot at. Very good. All right, question number 1. Here we go. We had to dribble the ball up and down the field during soccer practice. Hopefully you can see that the word in bold is dribble. Now you have to find out which one of these next two sentences uses dribble with the same meaning. Is it A dribble of milk fell from the baby's chin, or B, it's important to use your finger pads when you dribble a basketball? Everybody ready to show? 1, 2, 3, show me. We got B's all around. B is the correct answer. Dribble to your basketball. Very good. I'm going to give every team a point for getting it correct. Remember, first one to make it in gets an extra point. Go!
Come on, Megan!
Red over here, yellow over there. Very good. All right, get some, please. Now, that word dribble, Jeremy. That word dribble is used in the same meaning in the original sentence and option B. Even though we use two different sports to dribble, basketball and soccer, it still means the same thing. Because the dribble is kind of a soft tap to keep that ball going. A dribble of milk is used in a different meaning. When you're dribbling a ball, is it a noun or a verb? You're dribbling the ball is a verb. A dribble of milk that fell from a baby's chin, is that a noun or a verb? It's a noun. Two different meanings. Okay? That sentence also says it's important to use your finger pads when you dribble a basketball. Raise your hand if you can stand up and show the class what it looks like to use your finger pads when you're dribbling a ball. Tim, go ahead and show us. Everybody watch Tim. Keep going, Tim. That's good. Notice how he's not slapping the ball. He's pushing it with his finger pads. Thank you, Tim. Give him a big hand, please. All right, here we go. Number 2. My grandparents love to travel to other countries. The word travel is our key word. Is it used in the same meaning, A or B? A says the runner will have to travel 26.2 miles to complete the marathon. Option B, the referee called a travel because the player walked with the ball. Is travel used in the same meaning, A or B? Ready? 1, 2, 3, show me. A is the correct answer. Correct all around. Dribble to that basketball. Go. All right. All teams got it right. I give you all a point. This is for the extra point. Go. Keep going, Tim. Nobody made it yet. Orange and yellow got the extra point. Now we bring back in our basketball vocabulary. Travel is a word that you all know, getting from one place to another, going on a journey or something like that. Can you please look this way? Travel in basketball. Raise your hand if you know what it means to travel in a basketball game. Please hold the ball. Chris.
It means to not dribble and just carry the ball.
Say it again, Chris.
Not dribble, just carry the ball.
It's not dribble, just carry the ball. You have to dribble while you're walking with the ball in basketball. If you don't, if you just hold the ball and carry it, it's called a travel and that's illegal. Okay? All right, number 3. Remember, a different person should have the ball right now. Caitlin, you should be sitting. Thank you. In order to maintain possession, we must keep control of the ball. Our bold word is control. Option A. Plant number 4 was the control in my science fair project. Option B. Mom said that if I didn't control my temper, I would go to timeout. Which sentence uses control in the same meaning as that first one? One, two, three, show me. Excellent, be all around. All right, it's for the extra point. Go. Oh, blue and yellow, extra point. All right. Okay, eyes on me. You all know what it means to control something, to keep a ball in control or at your command. Okay? Definitely important in a basketball game and if you're dribbling. The other use of control in this has to do, in this sentence, with your science fair projects. Does anybody know what your control group is in a science fair project? It's your control. Ruben. Good. In your experiment, boys and girls, please hold the ball still. In a science fair experiment, you change a bunch of different things. Your control group is that group that you don't do anything to, that you don't change. Okay? All right. Last one, number 4. We should be back at the original person that had the ball, right? For those groups of 3. Our first sentence. Mary politely asked me to pass her the salt and pepper. And option A, my coach called Tim an unselfish player because he prefers to pass the ball rather than shoot it. Or B, you must have a hall pass to go to the office. Either A or B on your board. 1, 2, 3, show me. A is correct all around. Dribble. For the extra point, go! All your equipment, the ball, the dry erase boards, everything where they are, and come over here and have a seat. Right back where we started. Still better. Jeremy, Chris, let's go. Since that was the last one, I wanted to bring you in to talk about that last word. Whose face?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, are you okay? Okay. Let's sit down and talk for a second. I'm sure it was an accident. The word pass in that one. Of course, we pass the ball in a lot of different kinds of sports. And a hall pass is something different. When you pass a ball, noun or verb?
Verb.
It's a verb, it's an action. Okay? A hall pass that you can hold in your hand. It's definitely a noun, it's a thing. Okay? That's one of the strategies you can use on the test. If you can match up a verb with a verb and there's a noun there, the verb and the verb are going to be used in the same meaning. Okay? There's another strategy I know that you were taught in class, and it's called the substitute strategy. Does that sound familiar to you guys? You can substitute a word in for the bold word. So on that last one, it says, Mary politely asked me to pass her the salt and pepper. What's a word you could substitute in for pass? Caleb? Give.